Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Better Call Saul. Last time on Better Call Saul we had Carrot and Stick, where basically we went back to the Kettlemans because Jimmy and Kim are working on their plan to discredit Howard, and that involves bringing back the Kettlemans to, not really to bring their case back, but to put more seeds of doubt into the mind of Cliff Maine. And yeah, they talked about how he might be addicted to cocaine. So yeah, now Cliff doesn't fully believe that, but a little bit of doubt. So yeah. Meanwhile, Nacho was hunkered down at the hotel, or the motel really, in Mexico. But then he realized that he was being watched, and he was being watched by someone hired by Gus. So when the twins and everyone arrived, he bailed and he got away. And Gus wants to bring in Nacho's dad, but Mike is not going to let him. So yeah. And then we didn't see anything. We didn't see Lalo per se, but I have a feeling that at the end, when Jimmy and Kim drive away from the Kettlemans, they're followed by a car. I'm thinking that might be Lalo, but I don't see how fully it could be Lalo. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see if I'm right or not. I might not be right. It's entirely possible. Anywho. With that, why don't we just go ahead and jump right into this episode of Better Call Saul. Here we go. Right. Oh, here comes the rain. Okay. This will be explained to us later. Those are kind of my least favorite intros between this and Breaking Bad, is when you just see a thing and it's like, there's no context here, but we'll find out later, you know? Oh. Nacho. And he's driving all this way with a flat tire. Damn, man. Well, you got away. Man, but... Ugh, yeah. But man, if they see this, you're kind of a sitting duck. Oh, can he, like, dive? Yeah, this is like oil. This is like... Ugh. Oh my gosh, he's gonna go down into the oil and hope they leave. Jeez, Nacho! Nah, he wouldn't go into oil. That'd be ridiculous. Jesus, man. But now you're covered in oil. God damn, Nacho. Ugh. You gotta fucking go find a river to fucking clean yourself off in. Or stay in there for a while. Oh, thank God. Get that shit off.
Está bien, okay. No problema.
Oh, okay. We cool.
Para que se lave.
He's not gonna question why he's covered in oil.
Señor, disculpe, ¿tiene un teléfono? ¿Le puedo pagar?
Allá.
Man, he found like the one nice guy.
Adelante.
Gracias.
A guy who's not under Salamanca rule.
Hola, hijo. ¿Cómo estás?
Eh.
Muy bien, muy bien.
Well, you're not dead.
Solo quería escuchar tu voz.
Yo, hijo, tengo mucho trabajo. Ya hemos hablado de esto muchas veces. ¿Sabes lo que tienes que hacer?
Nah.
A la policía.
Sí, papá. Te entiendo. Te
Uh,
oigo.
Adiós, hijo.
Adiós, papá.
I think he's worried that might be the last time he talks to his dad.
Is that bastard with you?
Nah.
Put him on.
He wants to talk to you.
Damn, is that bastard with you?
You want the cartel to blame me for Lalo? But if they catch me, make me talk.
Yeah.
That isn't not good for you, is it? I need one thing.
Yes.
My dad. I need to know that he'll be safe.
Your dad's gonna be okay.
How do you know?
Because anyone who goes after him is gonna have to come through me.
Nah. That is assurance right there. At the very least, we know that Nacho's dad is going to make it through the halfway point of Breaking Bad Season 5, if not much further.
Zip.
All set?
What's up?
I was going to ask, how do people who wear a dress like that, like, how do they deal with it if they live alone? But I guess you don't wear a dress like that, do you? Solves the problem.
A couple of years back, Jimmy McGill represented Ignacio Varga, a local dealer. Now, Varga is a known associate of Tuco Salamanca. Jimmy was involved in getting Tuco a reduced sentence on an assault and battery charge shortly after he
because
was
Mike
convicted.
called him in.
And now, here he is, representing Eduardo Salamanca under the assumed name De Guzman.
Okay. What are you getting at?
Gina Khalil thinks Jimmy knew who De Guzman was. That Jimmy helped Salamanca even after he knew. I'd like to believe he didn't.
Well,
I don't
that's
think
nice.
Jimmy ever intended to become a cartel lawyer.
He definitely did not. I'm glad you at least think that of Jimmy.
You want Jimmy to rat on a client?
A dead client.
Salamanca was in deep, and I want to know what his people are doing here in Albuquerque. And Jimmy could help.
No. She's going after the cartel.
I'll make sure
Dear
anything
God.
he tells me won't blow back.
Saul.
I'm sorry?
He practices now under the name Saul Goodman. Although I distinctly remember you referring to him as a scumbag.
Oh, shit.
But I also believe underneath it all, underneath all of his showiness,
Please don't say Chuck McGill's brother.
he's a lawyer
Okay.
and a human being. And I think he knows what's right.
Nah. Can we at least talk about this later? Oh. Hey, buddy. Jesus Christ, to think he got smuggled all that way. Which means across the border, too. Which, I mean, hell. Walt, Jesse, and even Saul have been smuggled like that, too. Maybe not quite in such a coffin size, but,
Boss says he looks too pretty.
I'll,
Want me to take care of it?
No. I'll do it.
I'll
get the hell out of here.
fucking Victor. Friend, that actor is so good. He's always such a smarmy ass. He's great.
Gotta make it look real, right?
Nacho's been there before.
Let's get it over with.
Just tell me it doesn't involve a bullet.
Oh, sorry, sir. My bad. No worries. Excuse me.
Freaking Huel. I love Huel. I love how good he is at that, you know? Oh, are they copying his keys?
The kid looks quick.
And they're copying Howard's key right there. I thought they would at least like just get an imprint and then I don't know. Maybe it needs a bit more. Maybe it's not as simple as just a key. He might need something electric, too. Or electronic. Oh, good transition. Oh, my God! Do it again. Yay! And again. Oh, okay. God damn those transitions, though. And there are the keys.
Smooth as glass.
Hey.
Away without a clue.
Great. And how does it work?
Press 4 for unlock, 5 for lock. Rest will take care of itself.
4 for unlock, 5 for lock. All right.
Hey, because it's got to be electronic.
What you asked for?
You a lawyer. You make good money, right?
Eh.
Good days and bad, but yeah.
Legit money on the level.
Meh.
Yeah, so?
Why are you doing
Your
this?
wife's a lawyer. A legit lawyer.
Yeah.
Why would you risk
How you
it?
do all this?
A couple months from now, there are people whose lives are going to be way better because of this. We're making a real difference. Trust me. We're doing the Lord's work here.
Meh. So many lives will improve at the cost of one. Man, I like that Huel questions him. I love how they've used Huel in this show. It's so great.
They don't have anything on you. It's just a fishing expedition to see if you bite. I guess it's basically, do you want to be a friend of the cartel, or do you want to be a rat?
I mean... it's a good question, but if he's a rat, is the cartel even gonna know or care?
Bolsa will want to hear the truth from you before the Salamancas have you.
I hope it was a
Their
stiff
methods
drink.
take too long for his taste.
Meh.
Once you say it, you get to your feet, you start running as fast as you can, and Victor, you'll be zip-tied, you'll be ready. Get past him and keep running. You'll handle it.
He puts me down, you mean?
It'll be over quick.
Nacho's sacrificing his life. But it means his dad will be safe. Because it's Mike's word. Man, I hope this isn't just it for Nacho. I mean, I really don't see how else this could go down without... The only thing I can think is if Nacho doesn't give the correct story. But either way, this may just be it. Is this the same place where Hector took the driver? Bottom of season 3? Oh, it totally is. Look at this.
Today you are going to die. But there are good deaths and there are bad deaths. Tell me what I need to know. I'll see that your death is a good one.
It was Alvarez. Los Ojos out of Peru. They paid me to set up your nephew. And I did.
Meh. Yeah, Hector doesn't believe that. Bell sounds a little different today, that's kind of weird.
You think the chicken man? What a joke.
Meh.
Alvarez has been paying me for years. Years, but you know what? I would have done it for free because I hate every last one of you psycho sacks of shit.
Oh, shit.
Soulless pig. And I wish I killed him with my own hands. And you know what else, Hector? I put you in that chair.
Oh, shit!
Oh, yeah, your heart meds. I switched them for sugar pills.
Oh!
So you are sitting in your shitty nursing home and you're sucking down on your jello night after night for the rest of your life. You think of me, you twisted fuck.
Es suyo.
Oh, shit! Oh, the glass! Oh, they were not ready for that. Ah! Fuck. None of you get the satisfaction of killing me. God damn, Nacho. Not gonna be pushing that so easily. You better carry him. Well, I guess the plan was achieved. Shooting the body. And there's the glass. You always gotta wait for the context, and god damn, Nacho. Damn. Holy shit. Oh my gosh. Nacho is dead. By the third episode, too. Man, oh man. You know, because I've kind of thought, like, you know, we gotta, like, go places this season, you know? We gotta, like, get going this season if we are to catch up to Breaking Bad. But that, man, episode 3, the death of Nacho Varga. My God. But yeah, even if, you know, oh, they brought Hector over and he was shooting his body, none of them had the satisfaction of killing him. Nacho took that away from them. Even though Hector knows that Lalo is alive, what he did to Hector, he was part of the plan that got Tuco imprisoned. All of that. Nacho fucking wins. Oh my God. You know, it's such a thing where it's like, man, that just happened, and on the other side of the plot, they're just fucking with Howard Hamlin. Like, I know this has to go somewhere. This has to go somewhere, and I'm waiting. It's gonna show up. I know it's gonna happen. But when you juxtapose screwing with Howard Hamlin and Nacho's death, boy, the two seem uneven. But obviously we will wait. We'll wait on the Howard plot. Something will happen there later. Right now, Nacho, a character we've had. I mean, he first appeared in episode 2, but a character we've basically had since the beginning. Since the beginning. Oh my gosh. And even with everything that happens from here on out, with Gus facing the cartel, ending in the explosion at Casa Tranquilla, Nacho was the one who put Hector in that wheelchair. And all of this, I mean, down to, you know, why did he put Hector in the wheelchair? Why did he put Hector in the wheelchair? Why did he end up killing himself? He sacrificed himself for his father. And I'm willing to bet his father will never know. He will never know what happened to his son. He'll never know. He'll never know. My God, though. What a fucking way to go out. And I mean, it's exactly what Bolsa said. We could give you a good death or a bad one. Nacho took the best death. And I mean, even seeing Hector, those two carrying that wheelchair with him in it over there, giving him the gun and him shooting the body multiple times. It doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't fucking matter. Doesn't matter. You can do that, you tiny little man. Nacho won. God, it's incredible. It's incredible. What a way to go out, you know? And yeah, it's episode 3 of the final season. We got 10 more episodes. But that is it for Nacho Varga. He's gone. And that, I guess, that means he's the second main character to die. The first being Chuck. Chuck, then Nacho. And as for main characters we know survive to Breaking Bad, Saul, Mike, and Gus. But that leaves Kim, Howard, and Lalo. What happens to them? And I mean, something has to happen to them. Maybe not death. Maybe. But I mean, I almost feel like Lalo has to die, because otherwise Lalo probably would have been in Breaking Bad, you know? There's no way Lalo goes quietly. And I mean, think about it, like, it's interesting to think about now, how much did Nacho affect the plot of Breaking Bad, you know? Because Nacho and Mike got Tuco arrested that he would have eventually shared his cell with Skinny Pete. Pete tells Jesse and Walt about Tuco, which gets them into conflict, eventually leading to Tuco's death by Hank, you know? Because he was looking for Walt. That's all of that. Tuco's death starts at Nacho getting him arrested. Nacho and Mike getting him arrested. Hector, yeah, same sort of deal. All of this being in the chair. His bell sounded a bit different today. Maybe it's the wind. We don't normally see Hector outside in his wheelchair, so that could be it. It's the wind. And the only thing Nacho doesn't affect, I guess, is the death of the twins. So it would be interesting if he had affected all of the Salamancas, you know? But he doesn't really affect the twins, I don't think. I mean, with the I guess in a way he does, because Tuco's arrest leading to Skinny Pete, to Heisenberg, to Tuco's death, leads to the Salamancas looking for Heisenberg, which puts him in conflict with Gus. Gus sends them after Hank, but warns Hank. Hank kills them. Well, kills one, and then the other one dies when Mike kills him. So, I guess, yeah, in a sense, it's because of Nacho that the Salamancas died. Or at the very least, because the situations that they end up in, you know? Tuco and the twins dead, and Hector in a wheelchair until eventually he dies. Yeah, it's all down to Nacho. My God. That's... I don't think it's quite set in, like, emotionally that he's dead, you know? And Nacho was such a great character, you know? And it's so interesting because in a show where you have these returning characters, you have Saul, you have Mike, you have Gus, who have already established themselves as incredible characters in Breaking Bad. And I love that every single other character is just as brilliant and iconic as all of them. Nacho, Kim, Howard, Lalo, Chuck, my God. And yeah, I mean, he could have killed Balsa, but if he had killed Balsa, they would have, the twins definitely would have killed him. He could have killed Balsa, but then they would have killed Nacho. It's honestly better that he kills himself and he takes away the satisfaction from them. And yeah, so I said at the beginning of the episode when you see the whole thing and it ends on the glass, and I was like, okay, this is gonna make sense later, obviously. And sure enough, that's the glass that Nacho took. Either he broke that or he found the broken glass before that Gus broke before. But I don't think so. He probably broke that glass and hid it so that he could get away and do that. Well, not get away, but so that he could get Balsa's gun. So I assume that Saul will never find out about Nacho. But it's interesting because Saul does reference him in Breaking Bad in his first episode, which is still, I feel like, a couple years off, you know? Like, we're going to have some major time jump if we do catch up to that. But yeah, so we're going to have to do something like that. But he does reference when Walt and Jesse take him out into the desert. First, he references, "Are you Lalo's guys?" Showing that he must learn that Lalo survives, and so he always is constantly watching over his shoulder for anyone Lalo sends. But he also says, I think he says something along the lines of, "It wasn't me, it was Ignacio." So I'm pretty sure he says that. It wasn't me, it was Ignacio. And did Lalo send you? And I don't know. I'm curious. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, do you need to write so much around one line in Breaking Bad? But I mean, for continuity's sake, you do. But I don't know. Jesus. I mean, we can talk about the other stuff of this episode, but all of it pales in comparison to that his speech, and then that he took his own life. You know, the other interesting thing about the intro is that is clearly so far into the future, because if the glass stayed in the same spot, that means all of that, I don't know, maybe greenery, I guess, has just spread over. So that must have taken like at least a couple years, I'm gonna say, with that glass, the glass that Nacho used still in the same place, you know? I mean, it would have been hilarious if they just put it in black and white. Like, yeah, this is actually the same time as, Gene's story, you know? And that glass that Nacho used is still there, you know? Okay, but other stuff this episode, Nacho hiding in the oil, that was crazy. But, I mean, yeah, it wouldn't be water, so that oil would settle very quickly. But that was incredible. He freaking held his breath in there. And then he got away, cleaned himself up, thank God. But yeah, then he called his dad one last time. And he knew that would be it, because immediately after that he calls Gus and says, "I'll do it, but only if my father will never be harmed." And he got that assurance. He got that assurance from Mike. So he got that assurance from Mike. And yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah, his dad lives on. I'm going to say into old age, but he lives on, but he never knows what happened to his son. Maybe he thinks that Nacho ran, you know? The only thing I could think is if Mike gives him the closure, you know? But I don't think he will. I don't know. And then, yeah, everything else. They got Howard's keys and stuff. It's interesting, though, because it's like, yeah, I figured they were just going to, you know, get a press copy, and then they would remake the key later. But you do need, because it's electronic, you do need something specific. And that is true, because I know this from slight personal experience, not about copying keys, but my dad's car is, I don't even know what year it is, but it's newer than anything I normally drive. And one day I just wasn't thinking, and I just unlocked the door with the key, you know, like anybody should be able to do. But I unlock it with its own key, and the alarm goes off. I'm like, what the hell? And so I get in, turn the car on, so the alarm stops, luckily. But yeah, so ever since then, I hit the stupid button. And yeah, it's just because that one particular time, I just didn't think about it. And I was like, oh, well, I'll just... I literally wasn't thinking. I just unlocked it with its key, and the alarm goes off. What the hell is up with that? So, most likely, yeah, you can't just copy the key that Howard has. You need the... you also need that, too. And yeah, it's like, if you're going... this is just a thing for me. This is actually... I honestly, I don't think I like modern cars that much. My dad's car, it's nothing fancy or anything too modern, but there's just some of this stuff I look at and it's like, what's the point of this? You know? Look, here's what I need in a car. I need it to drive well, that's obvious. AC, because it gets balls hot in the summer. Heater, because it gets ass cold in the winter. And a decent speaker system so I can listen to some tunes while I drive. That's literally all I need, you know? Everything else, and anything else apart from how the car drives, I don't really need any of that. You know, I don't need phone calls, I don't need Bluetooth or anything. Just, I don't know, a radio, CD player, maybe a cord to plug in, you know, a cord to plug my phone in for music, but that's it. That's all I need. I look at half the stuff in his car, I'm like, what the hell is this for? So, I'm more of I guess, an old school kind of car kind of guy, you know? Not that he is, you know, more for more modern cars. It's just the car he got, you know? It's just how cars are made, you know, within the past decade or so. But yeah, try to unlock it with the key, the friggin' alarm goes off. It's like, I'm using your key, the hell? I didn't think I was going to go into that, but here we are, you know? We also had everything with Suzanne figuring out that Saul might have known about Lalo. But I like that she's giving the benefit of the doubt, you know? She's giving the benefit of the doubt that that Saul didn't know. And that's interesting. I like that. She's not immediately jumping to, well, he's a friend of the cartel, we should take him down or anything like that. But yeah, but that was interesting. And yeah, does Saul want to be a friend of the cartel or a rat? I don't know. But it's interesting, though, that they go with this. Like, I understand why, I guess, they're going with this, but at the same time, it's like, well, for all intents and purposes, Lalo is dead, you know? So, I don't know. And then we also had the talk with Huel of, why are you doing this? And, While Saul says, "Oh, it's for, we're doing the Lord's work, we're doing this to help people." It's still like why are you risking this, And yeah, while the plan is to improve so many lives, but ruin Howard's, I'm thinking that, especially because this is the final season, something big has to happen because of this. So, but something big happened this episode. Nacho went out on his own terms, which is pretty incredible. And yeah, they aren't suspicious. They aren't going to be suspicious about, Hector, I'm sure, will still think that, but the cartel is not going to be suspicious of Gus. So, yeah. And yeah, Nacho is now the second main character to die. Which, so I guess of the main cast from Breaking Bad, I guess the first of the main cast to die was Gus, and then after that was Mike. Then you get to Hank, and I guess after Hank it's just Walt, isn't it? Yeah. But, yeah, so I don't know where we're going to be going with this, but man, this is what happens in episode 3 of this season. Can't wait to see where we're going from here. I'm going to miss Nacho. He was an incredible character, but he went out. A good death. So, yeah. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around any of those. There's a playlist for all of my Better Call Saul reactions, as well as another video you can go click on if you want. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.